Hey guys, what is up? My name is Harrison and welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I know, it's been a while. A lot has happened since. I wanted to make this video to highlight the fact that I got a hysterectomy done. Because of the whole coronavirus thing, we haven't been able to catch up, and a lot of stuff has happened in my life in the last couple of months, so I've been pretty absent online. I feel like I owe you guys this update to let you guys know what's going on in my life and what I've been up to. If you guys haven't noticed, this is a different setup than you're used to. I am now living at my dad's. I was once living with my mom, but we had a falling out, and I'm better off over here. I'm safer over here. I'll be staying with my dad until I get a place of my own. Until I finish up college, I have a year left. So I wanted to let you guys know that I had a full I wanted to let you guys know that I had a full man, you can tell I've been out of this game for a while. I wanted to let you guys know that I just had a total hysterectomy and something called an oophorectomy as well. Is when they remove your uterus, your cervix, your fallopian tubes, and your ovaries. I had it on the 18th, today's the 23rd. Honestly, in comparison to my top surgery, it was a total breeze. Apart from the fact that they changed the appointment time and didn't tell me. My appointment was supposed to be for 10:45. And they called me at 7:30 in the morning asking where I was and if I was on my way to the hospital. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? And they said, the hospital's not responsible for your appointment time, so I guess your doctor changed your appointment time and didn't let you know. So you better get your ass over here, kind of thing. When I got to the hospital, because of the whole COVID thing, you're not allowed any visitors. There's a strict no visitors policy. That was one of my main concerns going into the surgery, because when I had my top surgery, I had my dad and my sister keep me company, so it really kind of helped with the pre-surgery jitters and stuff like that. But I guess luckily with the appointment change, I didn't really have time to think or time to react or time to get nervous about anything, because I was too worried about getting there and not losing my slot. So yeah, when I got over there, they straight away put me in a gown and got me prepped for surgery. Because of the no visitors policy, I was dropped off at the door, and then I was picked up outside of the hospital when I was done. They wheeled me on a wheelchair out to the car. Honestly, this surgery went way smoother than my top surgery. It started off with the nursing staff. I was really worried because this was a hysterectomy, that they were going to put me in the women's ward, that they would struggle with my name or my pronouns, because my gender marker has not been changed legally yet, but my name has, and I mean, I look like a dude. But I was afraid that they were gonna, call me a female and put me with other females, and that would make me really uncomfortable. I was worried that they were gonna treat me like a lady because I was getting a lady surgery. But no, they were really good. They were really accommodating. They knew exactly what they were doing. I didn't have to correct them once, which was great. I had my own room, so I didn't have to deal with anything like that. They were really supportive, and another thing that really helped too is they introduced me to the surgery team in the theater. So everybody was really cool, really nice. As soon as I laid down, start with the IV and then the gas, just like top surgery. When I was doing my top surgery, I felt like my extremities prickle, like TV static, and then go numb, and it was like the worst feeling ever. This time around, I don't even remember falling asleep. I don't remember any uncomfortable feelings like that, so whatever they did, it worked perfectly. Prior to the surgery, they told me that I was one of the youngest patients that they've ever performed surgery on. When I woke up, I was in recovery for 2 hours, and I was ready to go. No pain. No pain, no nausea, no discomfort, nothing like that. It was beautiful. Beautiful. It was done so well. And honestly, since I've been home, I have not been on any painkillers, so I was only on painkillers when I was in the hospital, and mind you, I was only there for 2 hours before I was discharged. I never needed a catheter, I never needed a bedpan or anything like that, and the catheter was my #1 biggest fear. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that was my biggest fear the entire surgery, was the catheter. And I don't think I needed one, or if they used one, it was during the surgery and I was not aware. I wanted to do this video as well to kind of let you know why I've chosen to do a hysterectomy, because everybody's reasons are different. Not all trans men want a hysterectomy. One of the main reasons was I never want to have children. I've never wanted to have children. I never picture myself ever having children. I don't want to risk the chance of me getting pregnant, even though that would be really rare because I don't really like that kind of sexual intercourse. But I just never wanted to take the chance. The worst thing for me would to be with child. Some trans men can do it, and I mean, props to them if they can do it and get through it. But I could not do that. I really couldn't. It would wreck my body and all that I've worked for, and I would feel very dysphoric. I'm very kind of slim too, so I would look like a pregnant dude, and I can't just lock myself away in my home for 9 months. Another reason why, and this was probably the main reason why, was the pain that I was getting. Because I'm on testosterone, and I've been on testosterone for 2 years, the pain started within the first couple of months, and I would get excruciating pain in the middle of the night, normally the day or 2 days before I would take my shot. So my testosterone levels were a bit low, and sometimes the pain would be so bad and would be consistent for like 6 hours that I'd almost want to call the hospital and be admitted overnight because I was in so much pain. But because of the coronavirus and stuff, I didn't want to risk going to a hospital. But yeah, the pain was that bad. Like, it was that bad. It was worse than the pain that I used to experience when I did have my periods. Because when I did have my periods as a teen, they were extremely heavy and extremely lengthy in time, and they were extremely painful. I would bleed 2 weeks out of the month. It was hell. But the good thing about testosterone as well is I literally stopped having my period as soon as I got injected. I wasn't on my period when I had my first injection, but my cycle stopped immediately, so I never had to deal with a period or spotting or anything like that as a trans guy, so thank you, testosterone. Another reason why I wanted to have the hysterectomy is because I didn't want my body to be producing estrogen anymore. When you have a hysterectomy, the type of hysterectomy that they remove your ovaries, the ovaries are the source of, or your body's source of natural produced hormones. So when you remove that, you kind of have to make a commitment to yourself that you have to be on hormone replacement therapy for the rest of your life. Because if you are not producing hormones, whether that's estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, whatever, you can get really sick. Your body will stop functioning, and all these bad things will happen. But I already know in my heart, in my head, that I will be on testosterone for the rest of my life. So I'd rather maybe lower my dose, or just know that I'm not always combating with the estrogen in my body. I don't have to worry about that anymore. So sterility is a reason, the pain was the other reason, and hormones was the other reason for hysterectomy. Now, the last reason why I got a hysterectomy was I don't plan on ever getting bottom surgery. So this is a video that I never really got around to making. I can do in the future if you guys really want that. I find that a lot of you are shy to ask these questions because you don't want to offend me. I'm the chillest person ever. If you just DM me these questions, they're really useful. They're useful for me because I know what's going on in your head, and I can help you kind of combat that fear and the curiosity that you have. It's good that you want to learn. And, you know, a lot of other people probably have the same question, but I don't want to have bottom surgery. It's not that I don't want a penis. I wish I was born with one. I wish I had one. I wish that's how things were, but they're not. I was born with something else. I find that the science is not far enough on the female to male spectrum than it is in the male to female side. They've perfected gender reassignment surgery for trans women. For trans men, in my opinion, you look like you're sporting a Frankenweenie. It does not look normal. It's hard to make function. It's very complex. It's major surgery that goes in many, many different steps. It's not just one surgery. And that's a long time commitment to having to heal and be in an awkward middle stage where you don't have the results that you hope. You're kind of in an in-between phase all the time. And for my own mental health and just to get on with my life, I can't really afford to be in that position right now. So for me, the hysterectomy is the end of a chapter, the last surgery that I will put myself through as a trans person, hoping nothing goes wrong in the future. I'm extremely happy and extremely blessed with all of the changes that I've had thus far, and because I will be continuing testosterone just like I have been for the past 2 years, I will age, I will get more hair, I will get bigger, I will start to look more and more like a grown man, and I will age like every other man out there. This hysterectomy was the last removal of female organs that I had within me. I have nothing female in me anymore, and that makes me feel better. I don't have to worry about my period coming back. I don't have to worry about pap smears or cervical cancer, because that's very uncomfortable as a trans man to go in there and get these sort of exams that are meant for biological females. It's great to have both my cervix and my breast removed, because I will never have breast cancer. I will never have cervical cancer. I don't need to be screened for these things when I go to the clinic, where it's already uncomfortable as a trans person to navigate these systems. I'll show you the incisions, because everybody's got different incision points. Typically, the ones I've seen anyway, is one in the belly button and one on each side. Now for me, they've chosen to sacrifice this side and put it here. That way I have an incision here in my belly button and on my side. So these incisions will heal, and you likely won't be able to see any scarring in the long term. I'm also going to be 1 year post-op top surgery in October, which is coming up real soon, and my chest is just settling, like now. So it is no lie when they tell you that when you get keyhole, it takes a good year for things to settle, because I look at pictures of my chest from a couple months ago and it looks wonky, and I thought it looked great at the time. I was so euphoric and not a care in the world, but now my chest finally looks normal, and I can kind of show you guys that while I'm here. I gotta kind of squat to show you. This was the side that I had the hematoma on, and due to the fact that I have a hematoma, there's still a bit of swelling, but I will show you the scars. So they're right here. I have one there, then I have one here. Where is it? Right there, and right here, as you can see, and right there. I have some nerve damage, mostly on this side and right here where the scar is, but other than that, I'm truly blessed, like truly blessed. Everything that I thought worked against me when I lived as a female has come back around to bless me in my life as a male. I'm tall, I'm skinny.
I am so fab. Check out, I'm blonde, I'm skinny.
I was never curvy. All these things are coming around and doing some good for me now. So I hope this video finds you well. I hope you guys appreciate the update. I love you all, I care about you all. So I will sign off by saying peace, love, happiness, spread awareness, and I will see you next time. Bye.